And as you guys can see, the tank water's starting to clear up now, and I think it's come quite a long way since the beginning of this video. Alright guys, today we're going to be doing a full maintenance on my 20-gallon budget saltwater reef tank. As you guys can tell, I've let the tank go for a little bit, as well as there's definitely a large excess of nutrients in the tank right now. That's why you see all the hair algae. So today we're just going to be going over what a more of a deeper clean would look like for this tank. And from here on out, guys, I'm going to try my best to keep the tank spotless. So the lights are pretty much just turning on for the day now, guys. You can see stuff is starting to open up here, but the glass is definitely seeing better days. And I actually have something really cool coming for this tank in tomorrow. I'm actually getting an upgraded light, so that will be nice over this cheap Amazon $40 LED, which actually has done me pretty well over the last 3 years that I've had it. But I'm actually going to go ahead, I'm going to upgrade my light, but I figured what a more perfect time than now to do a full tank maintenance on this thing. And I'm just going to document it for you guys so you guys can see kind of the process of what I do. And yeah, that's about it, guys. This is about as deep and as detailed as it can get. As you guys can see, it looks pretty nasty in there. So let's just go ahead, let's get to work. So the normal steps that I usually take for cleaning my aquariums are simple. Basically, first, I'm going to clean the glass and clean all the aquascape and everything around it, clean the equipment, and then once everything's kind of floating in the tank, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use the siphon, pull all that stuff out with a water change, and then put the new water back in, of course. Kind of look over some of the aquascape and make sure things kind of look good, look over some of the equipment, and then, you know, put water back in the tank and it'll be all good to go. So first, let's start by scraping the glass. I'll be using this nano flipper float here to do most of the work, and as well as I'll have a razor blade to kind of get some of the harder algae off the glass. Now this is my first time using this, like, the aqua flipper float here, and look how satisfying it kind of is. You know, I'm always afraid of getting close to the edges of the tank where the silicone is, but look, you can get the razor pretty much right up to there, and look, it's just erasing this stuff pretty good. Kind of neat. I've always seen videos of this thing working, but you know, this stuff's just coming off with ease here, and it's leaving the edge, you know, pretty good here. So I'm just gonna keep going. And yeah, look at that, boom. It's kind of satisfying, I don't know. Definitely recommend getting one of these, not sponsored of course, but the flipper float, you know, works well, I would say. But you know, still in progress, still got the front of the glass to hit with like a softer sort of rubbing pad, and then I'll go ahead and get to the back, which is the main bulk. So let's keep going. All right, I turned the white light up just so you guys can see here how thick some of this stuff is coming off. Look at that. That is no bueno. You don't want that stuff to build up. For the sake of the video and a little bit of my own admitted laziness, I let it build up a little bit, but this thing makes pretty quick work here. But of course, we're gonna have to get all this stuff out of the tank with the water change, which is what we're doing right after we scrape this glass off. So it'll be no big deal. And actually, some of this stuff I kind of want to keep because it is a mixture of coralline algae as well. So I will keep some of it, but just knocking some of the bulk down. You guys know what I mean? Now it's time for the back wall. Let's see how nasty this stuff is here. Look at that trail it's leaving there, guys. Do a time lapse of that. Now, as you guys can see, I pretty much cleaned the surface of glass from all the hard stuff, and now I'm gonna go in with a net. I'm gonna take out like these big chunks here that I knocked free that got caught on the rocks. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with a net basically, catch all that stuff, and then I'm gonna kind of finish the glass off with like a softer pad just to get any like surface, like dusting algae off the glass. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do that now, and then we can go ahead and we'll skip to the water change. All right, guys, I quickly did some last little things around the tank, cleaned up the power head and the return for the filter, as well as wiped off the heater a little bit. And now it's time to fill her back up. Let's go. So this is what the tank looks like after adding the water back and cleaning everything. As you guys can see, the water's cloudy because everything's all kicked up. But I'm going to let everything settle and hopefully let the corals come back out here. And we'll get a little before and after. And as you guys can see, the tank water's starting to clear up now. And I think it's come quite a long way since the beginning of this video. So it's finally been a couple hours. You guys can see that the corals are starting to open back up now. And wow, what a difference. The tank looks so much better, guys. Let me know what you think. This is kind of the standard that I want to hold this tank to. I need to keep up with scrubbing the glass at least every other day is what I'd like to do, just so, you know, it gets even more clean than what it is now. There's still a little bit of like hairline flying around, which is to be expected. So I'm definitely going to do one more water change just to kind of get everything back in order. But it's not going to be as intense, obviously, as what we just went through right there. And that's pretty much how you can take your tank from looking like an absolute disaster, what was it looking like in the beginning, to, you know, a relatively presentable tank here. And one thing I always love to do is I like to have at least one dirty wall, I call it, where algae will grow. So that's this wall for me. I usually pick that wall because it's not like a viewing pane. As you can see, my dresser's right here, so I never view the tank through that glass. So what this does is it allows this algae to keep growing, and it makes it so it's harder for other algae to grow in other places when this algae is taking up the nutrients. But guys, I think this turned out great. You can even see the reflection of the fish and everything in the back wall. I know that, you know, the glass could still be a little cleaner, but like I said, every other day I'm gonna go over the tank with both of my glass scrubbers, and I'm gonna get this tank looking good. And of course, there's a lot of empty room in here, and I need to start getting some more corals ASAP now that I got all my fish in order. I got my 2 clowns here, my firefish. As you guys can see, there is my yellow watchman goby coming out from underneath the rock. And the guy that's always hiding is my peppermint cleaner shrimp. So yeah, definitely need to get some more corals. Let me know what you guys think. There goes the yellow watchman. But guys, yeah, I think so far the tank looks pretty good now, all things considered. And my next video, guys, I ordered a new light for this tank, which is gonna look way better than this light because this light doesn't even fit on here. And that was a pretty cheap light. The next light I'm getting is a lot bigger of an upgrade, I would say, and it's gonna look a lot better, so stay tuned for that. That's gonna be next video, guys, and hopefully this tank will look even better in the next video once I get that light on here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comment section down below. And I appreciate you guys stopping by, spending some time with me and watching me clean my fish tanks, or just this fish tank. And I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one.